All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Yahweh Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Greatness Stone, Shalom to the elect pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, with the hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the scriptures. I want to make it known that the RFID microchip is the MOTB. The serpent juice is the precursor to the MOTB. Yahweh Shai, whom they call Jesus, is about to make his return upon the earth to deliver his elect and to pour out judgment as it is written. So I want to go straight into this lesson, ushering the high food prices and the famine to come, because we're in a state in which a lot of people is about to lose their jobs in the midst of inflation and in the midst of a recession. And we're just going to watch how these things play out, because we have been out there on the highways and byways for decades now, warning you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans that this world that you're treasuring, is about to collapse before your eyes. So this is Haggai 1 verse 5. Now therefore, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways. And he's talking to you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Ye have sown much and bring in little. And if you know anything about our people, we're the hardest working set of people, And what we have to show feet, we build up kingdoms. And what we have to show feet. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. So even the money we make, it can't sustain it. It can't make you buy the essentials for make you live somewhat comfortably, bag with holes. As you get the money, it's already gone already in a bills. But people don't really analyze these things, I don't understand that things are going to get worse. Way more worse than you would even expect. So I'm going to just go to this clip. And I have a couple clips because it's mainly that I want to show you, This is what's being talked about now heavily. And majority of these alternative news media outlets. So let's jump straight into it.
Guys, I just heard some very scary news that we're about to see a 10 to 20% increase on the price of goods next quarter. It means you only have a couple of weeks left to get out there and get the things that you and your family need for the next couple of months. There's going to be job layoffs. We're going to see people lose their home. This is the 2007 financial crisis happening all over again. We just wiped off trillions of dollars from the U.S. stock market. And even though a lot of people are like, well, I don't care about those companies losing their money, you have to remember that we are in a corrupt form of capitalism inside the United States of America. This can only be changed by a complete wiping out of the economic system. What they're going to do is anytime they don't see profit, they see the red. And when they see the red, they get rid of you and me. They fire people. They reduce the consumerism. They make it so that you and I lose our houses. We lose our vehicles. We can't purchase the goods that we need. And people end up working more jobs than they can. They die. So we are seeing a huge change here, guys. And I want to thank you for watching today. Full Spectrum Survival. The U.S. government, they are right now continuing to push forward with a tariff reinstatement measure on all imported goods. This is a move that will raise consumer prices. They say that it will raise them across a wide range of sectors. Now, according to a model that we just saw, this was coming out of the Boston Federal Reserve, I believe. This is a worst case scenario. They say a steep 60% tariff on Chinese imports, 10% on all other imports. Core inflation will jump up by multiple percentage points. Remember, when they said we had 4% inflation, You and I got 30% at the store. This is going to ripple through every single product price. It's going to hit services, healthcare, transportation. Many people rely on foreign-made equipment and foreign-made materials. Now, we do have economists that are working with the White House and the Trump administration. They insist that foreign exporters will shoulder the cost. Private economists, on the other hand, though, business leaders, they remain extremely scared about the future. The Federal Reserve holding the interest rate steady, inflation already starting to go up. The pressure on the American people is intensifying. Right now, we see companies across the world bracing for this impact. The bigger question that we are asking here at Full Spectrum Survival is whether this strategy will bring the United States of America back into power through industry, or will we see a backfiring and growth and costs will hit us the hardest. As we move forward, we have that huge asteroid that was and continues to be feared to strike.
So, as you heard, this is what's on everybody's mind. What's happening in the stock market due to Trump move with the tariff on various countries around the world, and what China did. China put a 34% tariff on the United States of America. That have the stock market right now in limbo. So just imagine how the other countries are going to react here, because we're in the midst of a massive trade war. And people understand how trade war and various sanctions affect economy. Them just hear these things, but they don't understand the ripple effects. So due to what takes place, this is what people are doing now.
Well, we're in interesting times once again, because now Americans are panic buying in 2025. We saw this back in 2024 with eggs. We saw this back in 2020 with almost everything. And well, it's happening again. Many retailers are concerned that Americans are going to start panic buying, which means their shelves are going to be empty. Costco, Walmart, Target, Kroger, Fred Meyer, Safeway, the list goes on and on. That Americans are likely going to start panic buying, which is prompting more Americans to buy more items than they need. This is pushing credit card bills up. This is causing shelves to be bare, and retailers say there's really no need to panic buy just yet. Well, we're going to talk about this, explain what is going on, and how one person's thought is actually creating a snowball where now everybody is starting to panic. Here's what I can tell you. You do not need to panic yet, but you need to be prepared. We're going to talk about this in just a moment, but before I do, all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoyed these.
So I might be going to this video on a later date, but just to show you what people are doing right now. They are panic buy, and this is all across the spectrum. Listen, I'm just going to history.
Trigger anyone by talking about this, but how much money are we spending on groceries a month? I just went over our budget for last month, and our family of 4 spent $1,200 on groceries. And yes, that does include household items like toilet paper, paper towels, household items, but $1,200. We're not eating all organic. We're not eating anything out of the ordinary. Just a normal American diet. When did this happen?
How are we doing? Went to the grocery store. Let me show you what I got. It was just a quick run. Trash bags, a few command strips, only 2 pre-made food things, and 2 little Easter basket type things that I'm gonna put in, little magnets. That's it. That's all I got. and $21.
I'm gonna show you why mass looting is gonna start soon. Dude, $12.44 patties? Bro, $12.28 for some taquitos. Can't even afford eggs. Bro, $9.92 for a frozen pizza. The same price as the Uno's one, bro. Bro, frozen fish nugget bites, $6.62.
Okay, so mass looting.
结账对吧？
Bro, frozen fish nugget bites, $6.62.
Okay, so mass looting. This is something that we all have seen on the news, and this person is making a joke about it, but it's also kind of hinting that, hey, the way that prices are going, it's almost to be expected that something like this could happen. Like, let's not be surprised.
And that is the thing, something like this could happen. Them don't have a clue what's about to take place, yo. It's gonna be a major shift. And that's why even when them start push this universal basic income, a lot of people are going to willingly sign up to this type of lifestyle, yo. Where the government will give them money. You know? But what that will come with? What we have to do, we have to sacrifice for attain that, yo. For receive the money where the government will give. You have to get that chip. Just believe it, yo. If you ask which chip, it's the RFID microchip, which is the MOTB. So I want to go jump back straight into the scripts. This is Ezekiel 5 verse 16. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread. And this is what the Lord is doing, bit by bit. Because you have a lot of people that are going to lose them jobs, yo. The means of how them can provide for themselves, them are going to lose. You have a lot of people, the job that them have already, them can't sustain themselves. So them have all 2-3 jobs. And them are going to lose them jobs, yo. So how them are going to maintain themselves, even much less them family. That's the times that we're in, yo. But nobody regards where the servants of Yahweh Shimei Shai is out there saying, yo. As written in Isaiah 30 verse 8. That's why the scripture is supposed to note it in a book. Because we are going to see the characteristics of Jakes. When we start declare these words unto them, they're going to reject it. Because the scripture tells us the mindset that they have, so we're supposed to prophesy unto them smooth things. Prophesy unto them the seed. We are telling them about the collapse of this society, but them don't want to hear that. Because them not build them house yet, them not buy them car yet. Them not start them family yet. I don't know who they telling us I got to wait on to do all of these things, yo. Yahweh Shimei Shai now work off of your time. Who now work off of his. And this is where he's at in prophecy now, yo. The collapsing of this economy. Verse 17. So will I send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I Yahweh have spoken it. And this the Lord had said. And this is where I'm going to perform. And we want to see now a transpiring in the global market, yo. It will have a major effect on the consumers, yo. When I say consumers, I'm talking the populace. The normal man will go to these stores and buy. Whether they buy for the week, the fortnight, or the month, it's going to have a major impact, yo. Because this is something that we always talk about, or even joke about here in Jamaica, yo. This month you go to the store, a certain grocery store or marketplace or wherever you go to get your goods. The money where you go last month, if you go back with that money, you can't get the same amount of goods. You're getting way less goods for the same money. But a lot of people are not paying much attention to these things, yo. But these are the times we're in, and the Lord is about to send much more hard times than these, yo. Best believe it. So I hope this was edifying. That I want to say Kalalal, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kodesh. I just wanted to show you what's out there. You know, that people are thinking about what. How them are going to survive, them need to stock up on food. Them are panic buy. Oh man. So I want to say once more, Kalalal, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kodesh. Shalom.